Hello Aries, welcome to WhiteFoxAlfred. This is your reading for mid-March 2025. So yesterday we had a lunar eclipse in Virgo. It was really powerful. Whoa, there you go. Straight away. Got you some messages and they're flying out. So, interesting. Okay. I think this might be to do with the eclipse that you had yesterday, or we all had yesterday. The first card that's come out is Release the Past. And then we have Empower Yourself. And also Unhappiness. So I feel like this lunar eclipse was all about letting go. It's a full moon. What do we have that's overflowing, and how can we make space for more energy to come in? That's what's kind of going on right now. And I feel like what's overflowing from you right now is not love, it's not happiness, it's unhappiness. It's those traumas of the past, it's those, I feel like relationship woes, whether it's work relationships or romantic relationships. There's some pain, there's some unhappiness about what you've gone through. It feels like this is a pain from a long time ago. And it's these pains from a long time ago that are stopping you from moving forward. And the key to empowering yourself is to realizing that you have a choice. Unhappiness isn't exactly a choice, but to hold on to those emotions is a choice. And it's so much easier said than done when people say, oh, having a good day is just like saying to yourself, oh, let's have a good day. That reality is not like that. It's called happiness because it's a happening. It's something that happens to you, it happens with you, happens for you. It just happens. It's not something which is entirely under your control. And to me, that's where happiness really comes from, is let going of control. And I feel like for you in this reading, it's saying if you want to have good experiences, you need to try and let go of controlling those experiences and controlling what's happening in a way. And sometimes we don't actually know we're controlling it. And that's like, I don't think necessarily that you're manipulating the situation. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm more saying that if you're controlling how you enter a situation, like, oh, I don't want to open up to this guy because, last time that happened, this really shit thing happened. And when in actual fact, it's like, he's a different person, you know. It can be totally different this time around. And if you're gonna have some happy experiences with people, then we have to treat them like new people and sometimes give them a second chance, you know. And that's hard. It's not easy. That's forgiveness. That's letting things flow in an organic way, which can be really hard to let happen, because that involves trust. Not just trust in yourself and trust in another person, but just trust in life. And that brings another question: is do you trust life? These are the questions that are kind of coming up for you at the moment, and questions that are worth asking yourself and seeing what is really coming up for you, because if you can learn to trust life, and it is something you learn to do, it's especially after you've been hurt, because trusting life is something that is inherent. You trust life when you were born, because you don't necessarily have responsibilities. You have your parents to feed you, clothe you, and if you don't necessarily have the parents to do that, then you might have friends, or adopted parents or carers, or the state, hopefully, to look after you. And there is always edge cases, and there are situations where that doesn't happen, which is sad. But normally, for the average person, they trust life at the beginning. And it's only, just like people, when you first meet them, you just trust them. And it's only when they give you a reason not to trust you. And if that switches the other way around, that's where the unhappiness can come from, and also disempowerment. Empowering yourself regarding trust and trusting somebody else is when it's a balance. You've got to just listen and see people and watch people, experience people for who they are and the energies that they're expressing, in order for you to judge and assess, not to judge them negatively or judge them positively, but just to assess whether they're right for you in a friendship form, as a work colleague, as a partner. It's, whereas if you just trust them unconditionally, immediately, that's also not always the greatest thing, because then you can get manipulated quite easily. And there's people out there that do that. It's sad, but it happens. Right, what else do we have for Aries to help them release the past unhappiness, in order to empower yourself? Interesting. So we've got the path of the gods, with decisions, meetings, and future plans, and then present honouring and gift, with the gift. And then the final card is the Light Priestess. If it decides to focus, come on, focus. There we go. Galactic wisdom, cosmic rituals. So, I think this is pretty clear. I feel like you're being given a situation where you have to decide for yourself what you want from it, because there's a gift being given to you by the gods, and it might be physical gift. I feel like this is more actually it's a gift of wisdom. It's a gift of self-empowerment, self-realization, where you can actually decide for yourself how you want to see the world. And when you make that decision yourself, consciously, like, actually, no, I'm not going to view it this way, I'm going to look at it this way, then things really do shift. You put yourself in different situations because you're willing to try different things. And I feel like in this decision that you have in front of you, it's about whether you want to let go of the pain to have a new experience. But it's not going to be easy. Because when I say that to you, you're going to be like, well, yeah, of course. Like, of course I'm going to take the good experience. Why wouldn't I? But sometimes when we're offered a situation, we don't necessarily know, is it going to be a good experience on the other side? So I feel like you're going to have a meeting with somebody and whatever you decide for yourself that you want to do, and I feel like it's going to be something different. You're going to have to challenge yourself to do differently. On the other side of that is going to be a whole different world of potential offerings. And when I say offerings, I mean opportunities. And with those opportunities come wisdom and growth. And that right now is what you need, because at the moment you're swimming in your past, or you have been. And I can understand that I say that from experience. There's no judgment in me saying that. It's just, sometimes you just got to say it as it is. Yeah, you've been swimming in the past, in the unhappiness, and that's only going to get you so much, and there's only so much that you can learn from that. And now it's time for something different. So Aries, good luck. Thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know in the comments what this situation is for you. I'd love to hear, and yeah, have a chat about it. So yeah, good luck, and thanks for watching.